Hello my boys, welcome to the day 3 summary of my totem master in patch 0.2. In this video we will address the skill tree for the day, the gems, the items, the upgrades so you can get inspiration for your own build. Keep in mind that they fixed the minions, so in this video that is playing here actually we don't have minions, but I will do a red map with live commentary so you can see this setup in action for day 3. Now this is the day 3 summary. You got to love this build and so many upgrades to be made, yeah? So enough talking, we should jump straight into it, so let's go right now. Okay my boys, we're inside. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. They fixed the minions. So now when you're summoning totems, you get the minions. You see? Also we have this minion that gives you 20% increased skill speed. This is a huge damage buff. We have a turtle that will give you defenses and also they act like mid shields. Not only that, all these minions give you buff, but we have here some support gems and we can support these minions with different support gems. And let's do it right now. So let's start with this thing here. So let's start with my guide. So here you have the written guide. Also you might want to check this thing for the Uldum amulet because some people don't understand how overpowered it is. I will explain again why for this setup here Idol of Uldum is the best in slot amulet that you can use. Basically it will summon 4 totems. Keep in mind that DPS tooltip doesn't take into account the totem count. Having more totems meaning that you will have more area coverage inside your maps. You can spread your totems when you clear like this in 4 direction and they will clear everything, so you will complete the maps faster. Not only that, 4 totems means that you will get 4 minions, so it will be easier to trigger that 20% skill speed buff here. Also more totems here. Not only that, having more minions meaning that man, I need to do this trade, you know, it's still day 3. You have, come on, you have this thing that redirects 20% of the damage you take to a totem. And having more totems, this will make it easier that you always have a totem near you at all times. Yeah, pretty much. So I explained, if you cannot afford an Idol of Uldum, you will take temporarily an rare amulet with +2 gems. Yeah, so the totems deal more damage. That the best in slot for my setup here, it's Idol of Uldum. You stick with it and you'll have a great time. Okay, take your crap and let's continue. Good. Oh, I think I sold it lower, but who cares, I just log in. Okay, so I explained here 4 totems cover more area inside the map, so you clear the maps faster. Also, you know, having 1 extra totem actually compensates the melee skill gems, yeah? Usually you want to take a rare amulet with skill gems for a build that scales a lot of gem levels, but as I explained, for my setup here I'm encourage shield play, not wielding two-handed like this, because you're very vulnerable when you're wielding two-handed maces like this, double of them, you're vulnerable, and I said do it at your own risk if you want. Keep in mind, if you play with a shield, we have some sexy nodes here. This will give you 75% damage. And this will give you 75% damage. So this is 150% increased damage. So it compensates not having that. You know, you want safe play. You don't want to die. Simply put it like this. You need to trust POEGuy that Idol of Uldum is superior. Now let's talk about the gem slots for the spirits here. Keep in mind I will adapt these gems here and the skill tree once I reach level 90. I'm level 84 at the moment, so I'm almost there. So let's see what I said here. So I said mid shield, scaling strike, blind, minion mastery. We're gonna take this for now. And once I reach level 90, I will experiment with different setups. Will be slight variations. So we put here, we have mid shield. Good. We take the next one, which is scaling strike. This is great. We'll kill them faster. Okay, what I have here, let's read again. Blind and minion mastery. You click all gems here and you put blind, so the enemy is also blind. This take it as a defensive boost. And minion mastery. Minion mastery. Man, I need to sell this thing also. So this, you will stick with this setup until I reach level 90 and I will see the new gems and I will do experimentation here. Now these minions will give you buffs, will act like mid shield, so they will aggro enemies for you. And also will trigger these support gems. This is so great. I'm glad that GGG finally fixed this thing. Now for the setup here, I dropped a greater jeweler's orb and you put heft. So you follow the gems in the order that they were presented in the build guide. Once we use a perfect jeweler's orb and upheaval, it's game over. So each totem will shoot 3 sunders. Yeah. So shoots 2 additional free shells. People look here, 40% less damage. Yes, but it compensates because we're shooting more fissures. Even for single target, you will put the totems near the boss and they will shotgun the boss with all those fissures. So it's no problem here. Again, this build was tested very good. Orb of Storms, nothing changed here. This is the setup from yesterday that I explained in the day 2 summary. Good. Now let's see the skill tree here, what I did further. You will want to get these nodes also that will bump the damage, also will give you some attack speed. We have easy access to them. I still need to buy jewels, I didn't bought them, yes, because also I'm kept here. You want to focus on your labs, this is broken as fuck. Totems will, when you get hit, 20% of that damage will go to your totems, so they absorb damage for you. That's why Item of Doom it's even better in this regard. Here we have the minions, the third lab you take this one. It will help you with the block chains to cap it easier. Let me demonstrate so you can see it easier. Look here, 58. Just take this, 75. This is powerful. You try to do your third lab ASAP. Good, and the rest I discussed yesterday, no? Yeah, I discussed yesterday. Basically, I just took this ones here and I took this one for more armor from equip body armor. Then, the next levels I will progress here to take more attributes. I'm trying my best to get a lot of strength, so to use a two-handed weapon, so more damage that we will do. Also, this will help because with the reduced attribute requirements for your gems and equipment. Yeah, so we're gonna take these things here. More in day 4 summary, and today I will update the skill tree. Finally, I will reach level 90 and update the skill tree final form for this patch 0.2. You will have everything in the written guide there. Good. Let's see the items. The gloves, I did a small upgrade. We have melee skills and more life. This is a +4 mace. Here I'm using Rise of the Phoenix. Here I have random items with resistances and life. I need to change the belt, I see. I need to change this one to upgrade it. Resistances on the ring, resistances on the helmet. Keep in mind that you can put runes for more resistances. And here I bought finally an Item of Doom. This will give you 1 extra totem. Not only that, it will give you 2 Orb of Storms. So you'll have more area coverage. Yeah, with these buffs. It will give you life regen and Font of Rage regeneration for more damage. Okay, now enough talking. Let's do a map. We go to Waystone tab and we pick the highest that we have. It's 12 at the moment. I bought them from Doriani, that's why I have multiple ones. I'm gonna juice them on the spot. Keep in mind there are some bad modifiers, few of them that we don't want to see. Okay, I will do this one fast and we put it. Ideally a map with a boss because we want to see a boss, why not? Let's take this one, it has also irradiation. We're gonna take this one, it will make the area level higher. Good, we put it and we see the build in action. Keep in mind that the build is not done. I need to stress this because I still need to use a perfect jewel or so to put upheaval, which will greatly boost the build. I also need to put here more gem levels. To put here gem levels, the skill tree needs upgrades. You know, understand. So the build is not done yet. This is day 3 of the league start. So league just started. But I want to show you the build in action. Also, I want to show you the clear. It's great. With upheaval it will be even better. It will make mapping a joke. That's why you should follow the gems as presented in the guide. So hopefully today I can buy a perfect jeweler's orb and use upheaval support. Also this build will get tankier and tankier. At one point it will be close to immortal. Yeah. I like to do my zero to hero things from league start scenario. So the economy it's on league start scenario, it's much more harder. Yeah, so this is day 3 summary and also day 3 of the league. Yeah, this is how I like to do my zero to hero. So the economy it's also adapted for league start. You see, I'm not even using Orb of Storms. This is a one button play. You put your totems and you move. Yeah. I will need to stress again that the build will get tankier and tankier. Yeah. I will showcase it in this channel when I reach that part, when I do all my upgrades and level 90 plus. You will see for yourself. I will stand in the middle of the enemies and I will not die. That good. I need to do my blasphemy setup with enfeeble. I will do it today. I'm looking for the boss because you got the idea that it clears pretty good. I want a hard enemy. The map boss is the best showcase that I can do here. So you move, you place totems, you move, you place totems. I love the changes that they did for the endgame, especially these checkpoints. You really see them spread across the map, so it's easy to navigate. They did great changes. In case you have not reached the endgame yet, you will see that it feels much more better than in patch 0.1. I don't know why people complain that much. I simply love the endgame, it's good. The only sucky part was the league start. So the campaign on league start was horrible, but the endgame is really fun. You will enjoy it, especially if you have a good build. So whoever decided to go with my starter now is having a good time. Yeah. People know that I do little theory crafting. Everything that I share was tested for multiple weeks, so I like to test it inside the game. People just look in the POE for the DPS numbers. They think better DPS numbers means a better build. No. You also need to take into account the build feel, how it feels to play. You don't want to press a lot of buttons. Your skills need to not to be clunky, you know. And also the tankiness matters for Waystone 15 and 16, because if you die in Waystone 15-16, all your damage is for nothing. Yeah. So you just trust POEGuy and have a good time. Man, this boss teleports a lot. So here I'm placing Orb of Storms, and I'm making sure that I have 4 totems up. Here I will move because that boulder can hurt. We'll put it again. Good. And you did the boss. And keep in mind, I still have a lot of upgrades for this build. Man, I'll stop it here because I don't want to make this video too long. Once I do the build fully, when it's done fully, I will do more gameplay footage and I will present the build. Also, the new build guide with the patch 0.2 full changes. Until then, I need to remind you that you have the guild Discord server here. You have a dedicated chat channel for this build. You have an info channel for this build with all the information that you need in case you're new. And at the bottom, you have leak stored stuff. Yeah, if you want to follow this build progression. Man, enjoy the rest of the day and good luck.